Welcome to Nicely Done Yoga. Let's get on the mat. This is a nice vinyasa class for more flexibility in the hips. This class is suited for all levels students, but it's perfect for beginners. Just take a moment to sit here comfortably in half lotus pose with your hands on your knees, palms facing up. And on your inhale, raise your hands up to the sky. Give yourself a nice stretch. And hands touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, raise your hands up to the sky. Stretch those arms up. And hands touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, raise your hands up to the sky. And bend to the right. Placing your right hand on the mat. Left hand reaches over. And look up to the sky. Feeling a nice stretch in your side. And slowly come back to center. Inhale, raise your arms up. And place your left hand on the mat, reaching your right hand over, creating a nice stretch in your right side body. And look up to the sky. Try to bend as deep as you can. And slowly come back to center. Inhale, raise your arms up to the sky. And twist to the left. Right hand comes to your left knee and look over your left shoulder. Take a deep inhale, slowly exhale, relax. And slowly come back to center. Inhale, raise your arms up to the sky and twist to the right. Left hand comes to your right knee and look over your right shoulder. Take a deep inhale and slowly exhale, relax. And come back to center. And from here, slowly walk your hands forward and fold your forehead to the ground. Take a deep inhale and slowly exhale, relax. And walk your hands over to the right side and place your left hand on top of your right hand and fold all the way forward. Forehead's resting on the ground. And keep breathing slowly. And come back to center. Walk your hands over to the left and place your right hand on top of your left hand and fold all the way down, forehead's resting on the ground. And keep breathing slowly in and out. Walk your hands back to center and lift yourself back up. Open your right leg to the side and place your left foot into your thigh and come into a single-legged side bend. Try to grab your right foot and your left hand is reaching over your head, creating a nice side stretch and stretching out your hamstring. And bring your left hand to the other side on the mat and reach your right hand over, coming into a gate pose. And sink the hips back down. Switch legs. Open your left leg out to the side. Place your right foot into your thigh. And try to grab your left foot. Right hand reaches over your head, coming into a single-legged side bend. Stretching out your hamstring, creating a nice side stretch. And place your right hand down on the mat and reach your left arm over, coming into a gate pose, coming onto your knee. Extending the left leg straight. And release your hips down. Place your feet together, coming into a butterfly pose. Flapping those butterfly wings, opening up the hips. Place your sit bones back, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, fold all the way forward. Forehead's resting on your feet, if you can reach it. Otherwise you can place a block between your feet and your forehead. Just bend as deep as you can, whatever is in your practice. And keep breathing slowly. Deep inhale and slowly exhale. And slowly come back up. Coming into a tabletop position. Hips are above the knees, shoulders are above the hands. And come into some cats and cows. Inhale in cow, arch the back, look up. And exhale into a cat, rounding the back, pulling your belly in. Inhale, round the back, look up, coming into a cow. And exhale, come into a cat, pull your belly in, push your shoulders up. And inhale, come into a cow, look up. And exhale, come back into a cat. And come back to center. From here, we'll start rolling the hips from side to side. Moving back on the left, moving forward on the right. Nice circles with the hips. And move into the opposite direction. Coming forward on the left, coming back on the right. Nice hip circles. And slowly come back to center. On an inhale, raise your right hand up to the sky. And thread the needle underneath your left arm. Placing your left hand to the front of your mat. Placing your head down. And relax. Take a deep inhale. And slowly exhale. And stay here for a couple of breaths. And slowly push into your hands, lift yourself up, come back into a table, and raise your left hand up to the sky, and thread the needle on the right side. Reach your left arm underneath your right shoulder, and place your right hand forward, resting your head down, taking a deep inhale, and slowly exhale, relax. Stay here for a couple of breaths. And slowly push into your hand, lift yourself back up. Open the knees and fold forward into a child's pose. Toes are touching, foreheads resting on the mat. And relax. Releasing all the tension in your hips and your lower back. And stay here for a couple of breaths. And slowly lift yourself back up. Tuck your toes, press into your hands, and lift your hips up to the sky into a downward facing dog. Pressing your feet into the mat, lengthening through the shoulders, pushing your sit bones up. Keeping your back straight and keep breathing. And from here, step all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lengthen. And exhale, fold all the way forward into Uttanasana. Grabbing your ankles, try to fold a little deeper. Knees are slightly bent. And let gravity do its work. Grabbing your calves and folding all the way down. Bending your forehead towards your knees. And slowly come back up. Raise your hands up to the sky. Little back bend, Urdhva. And hands to heart, Samastiti. And take a moment here to reconnect with your breath. Deep inhale. And raise your hands up to the sky, Urdhva. And fold all the way forward, Uttanasana. And swipe your hands through the mat, coming into a chair pose. Flowing into Sun Salutation B. And on an exhale, bend all the way forward, Uttanasana. And step back into a plank, chaturanga, but don't drop your body. And inhale, upward facing dog. Look up to the sky. And exhale, downward facing dog. And on inhale, step your right foot forward, left foot 45-degree angle. Come up into warrior one. Keep breathing. And place your hands down on the mat. Step back into a plank. Chaturanga, but don't drop your body. Inhale, upward facing dog, rolling the shoulders back. Look up. And exhale, downward facing dog. Pushing into your hands, pushing into your feet. Sit bones up to the sky. And on your next inhale, step your left foot forward. Right foot 45-degree angle, hips are square to the front. And lift yourself up into a warrior one. And look up to the sky between your hands. And place your hands down on the mat. Step back into a plank. Chaturanga, but don't drop your body. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Pushing your feet into the mat. Lengthen through your shoulders. And step all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lengthen. And exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. And on your next inhale, swipe your hands through the mat. Come back into chair pose. Sinking the hips down, back is straight. And looking up between your hands. And come back up, hands in front of your heart, Samastiti. Take a deep inhale, slowly exhale, relax. Take a moment to tune into your breath. And step your left foot back, 45-degree angle, coming into pyramid pose. Grab your elbows, open up the chest, look up, and fold all the way forward from your hips, reaching your nose towards your knee. And take a deep inhale, slowly exhale, keeping your legs straight, keeping your balance. Keep folding forward. And release your left hand down, right hand reaches up to the sky into a nice twist. Keeping your legs straight, keep breathing. Twisties looking to the side. And come back to center, lift yourself back up. Hands in front of your heart. And place your weight on your right leg, coming into warrior three. Pushing your left foot back. Body and leg are parallel with the mat. Keeping your balance, keep your focus. And bring your left leg forward. Grab your foot from the inside. Coming into a dancer pose. Pushing your foot into your hand. Trying to keep your balance, moving forward. Twisties looking down. Right hand is in chin mudra to keep your balance, keep your focus. And release down. And prepare for eagle pose. Wrap your right arm around your left arm. Palms are touching. And wrap your left leg around your right leg, coming into full eagle pose. Sinking the hips down. Raising your hands up to the sky. Twisties looking forward. And keep your balance. Keep your focus. And slowly release, coming into Samastiti. Inhale, raise your arms up to the sky, Urdhva little back bend, and fold all the way forward, Uttanasana. And inhale, raise your hands up to the sky, hands in front of your heart, Samastiti. Step your right foot back, 45-degree angle, coming into pyramid pose. Grabbing your elbows, open up the chest, inhale, look up, and exhale, fold forward from the hips. Trying to reach your nose towards your knee. Legs are straight and strong, and hips are pointing forward. And release your right hand to the mat, left hand reaches up into a twist. and look up to the sky. Keeping your balance, keep your legs straight. And come back to center, lift yourself back up. Hands in front of your heart and move into a warrior 3. Body and leg is parallel with the mat. Pushing your right foot back. Keeping your balance. Left leg is straight and strong. And bring your right leg forward, grabbing your foot from the inside. Try to keep your balance. And come into a dancer pose. Pushing your foot into your hand. Left hand is in chin mudra. To keep your balance and keep your focus. Twisties looking down. And release. Wrap your right leg around your left. Wrap your left arm underneath your right. Palms are touching, coming into eagle pose. Twisties looking forward, hips are sinking down. Raising your hands up to the sky. Try to keep your balance, keep your focus. And slowly release. Come back into Samastiti. And inhale, raise your arms up to the sky, little back bend, Urdhvastasana, and fold forward in Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lengthen, Ardha Uttanasana, and step back into plank, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale into Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. And from here, step your right foot to the left, raise your left arm up to the sky, coming into a fallen triangle, and look up to the sky. Keep your balance, keep breathing. And slowly come back to center, come back into downward facing dog. And step your left foot to the right side. Right hand reaches up to the sky, coming into a fallen triangle. Look up to the sky, keep your balance, and keep breathing. And slowly come back to center. Come back into downward facing dog. And raise your right foot up to the sky into a 3-legged dog. Toes are pointing up. Bend your knee, coming into a scorpion tail. Pushing into your hands, length through the shoulders. And place your right leg forward, more or less parallel with your hands. Drop your left leg down and fold into a pigeon pose. Take a deep inhale and slowly exhale. Foreheads resting onto your arms. Feeling a nice stretch in your hip flexors. And stay here until I call you back. And slowly come back up, tuck your toes, lift your knee, step your foot back into downward facing dog. And on your next inhale, lift your left foot up to the sky into a 3-legged dog. Toes are pointing. Press into your hands. And bend your knee into a scorpion tail. Keep your balance, length through your shoulders. Pushing into your toes. And bring your left leg forward, more or less parallel with your hands. Right leg reaches back and fold all the way forward into a lion pigeon. Take a deep inhale and slowly exhale. Foreheads resting onto your arms. And stay here for a couple of breaths. Feel a nice stretch in your hip flexors. And stay here until I call you back. And on your next inhale, slowly come back up. And sit onto your left hip. Swing your right leg forward. Bend the knees. And roll onto your back. Hug the knees into your chest. And extend your right leg forward. Bringing your left knee over to the right side of the mat. Looking over your left shoulder into a supine twist. Take a deep inhale and slowly exhale, relax. And stay here until I call you back. And on your next inhale, slowly come back to center. Hug your knees into your chest. And extend your left leg forward, hugging your right knee into your chest, and bring your right knee to the left side of your mat, looking over your right shoulder, coming into a supine twist. Take a deep inhale and slowly exhale, relax, and stay here until I call you back. And on your next inhale, come back to center. Hug your knees into your chest and extend your legs forward, coming into your final posture, Shavasana. Hands fall open to the side. And take a deep inhale. And on an exhale, let everything go. And stay here until I call you back. And slowly bring your awareness back to your body. Start moving your fingers, wiggle your toes. Interlace your hands and stretch yourself overhead. And slowly roll onto the left side of your body, using your hands as a little pillow. And slowly push into your hands, come back up into a seated position. Coming back into half lotus, hands are resting on your knees, and take a moment to reconnect with your breath. Take a deep inhale, slowly exhale, and rub your hands together, creating some heat. And place your hands onto your eyes, calming down the nervous system, and try to tune into your energy. Rub your hands together one more time, and place your hands onto your heart. And thank yourself for showing up today for this beautiful practice, for your health and your well-being. Nicely done. Namaste. And thank you for joining this class. See you in the next one. Have a lovely day. And don't forget to like and subscribe.